I've made over 7 figures online in my business with just one digital product doing a little over 900K, and that happened in about 18 months. And this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Step 1, you gotta get your groove on. This is how we do it. I'm sorry. I cannot take that song seriously ever since I've seen that blooper from that episode of Martin where he's just like, you gotta get your groove on. Have you seen? I'm sorry. Culture. Let's focus on getting to the money. Look, there's only 9 steps that you need to do to make life-changing money online. It's only gonna take me about 5 minutes to break down these 9 steps. So if you don't have 5 minutes to spare, then you'll never be able to throw your hands up in the air and wave them from here to there because you're so happy because you're making a lot of money online in your business. So look, let's get right into it. So the first step that you got to do right out the gate, as simple as it sounds, you got to believe. Most people's number one problem is that they simply have a belief problem. And look, whether you believe you can or you believe that you can't, you are 100% right. Which one are you going to decide to believe in? And here's another thing that like 99% of people don't realize. They don't realize that faith and doubt are both belief systems. They just believe that faith is belief. They believe that doubt is non-belief. No, if you doubt yourself, you have belief that you are going to achieve an undesired outcome. If you believe that you can do something, you have belief that you are going to achieve a desired outcome. But faith and doubt, they're both belief systems. So just think about this for a quick second. Every single thing that you do on a day-to-day basis, you only do it because you believe that you can do it. The only reason that you don't do the things that you want to do is because you simply do not believe that you can do it. You have 100% belief and conviction in yourself that you can get on YouTube and consume some content, but you don't believe that you can create some content to make $1 million off of it. Why is that belief there? Why do most people believe that they can go and work for somebody else to make somebody else all the money and build somebody else's dream, but they don't believe that they can build their own business to make their own money and build their own dreams, right? It's all comes down, the foundation of everything is a belief system. So you need to ask yourself this question. Do I believe that I can make $100,000 in a month? And really assess your answer to that and then get to the root of the issue and be like, why do I not believe that? Or if you do believe that, great, you're on the right track already, because most of this stuff is simply mindset. I'll say it's about 90% mindset and 10% skill set. That's why it's always going to be mindset over skill set. But you got to get your mind on board because it all starts there, and your subconscious mind is more powerful than your conscious mind. But the thing about your subconscious mind is that it has absolutely no reasoning ability. It believes what we tell it. The problem is that most people, they're just telling it the wrong stuff. So start telling it the right stuff and start to get in the belief that you can achieve and create anything that you desire, because you are the ultimate creator on this planet. And you can create and design, or the word that I like to use architect. I say that I architect my life. You can design and architect your life and create whatever world that you want for yourself. The world doesn't just happen. You have the power to make what happens in your own world. But once you get through that mental hurdle and get your mind in check, the second step is this. You have to realize that making money is a skill. And the great thing about skills is that you can always learn a skill, just like any other skill can be acquired. Making money is a skill. Most people, they think that it's some magical thing to do to make more money, or there's some magical thing to do to build a business, or there's some magical thing to do to build an online business. It's simply just a skill set and a stack of skills that you acquire over time. But entrepreneurship, in a nutshell, it basically comes down to 4 basic skills. And these skills are branding, which is the foundation of everything, marketing, sales, and delegation. Branding marketing, sales, and delegation. And the importance of these actually go into this hierarchy also. The foundation of everything is your brand, and you market to the people that are familiar with your brand, and you sell to the people that you market to. Now, once you have some money coming in your business, delegation, which is the highest level, you can delegate some tasks to other people, whether that be employees, whether that be virtual assistants and whatnot. But these 4 basic skills, you can learn them and you can acquire them just like any other skill that you have learned in your life. And then people, they tell me like, oh, I'm so scared to learn these new skills. Going back to number 1, they don't have the belief and they're not working on their mindset because they don't want to put in any time, energy, or effort to learn any of these skills, but they have no problem going into a 9-to-5 job or their workplace to learn new skills. I know every job that I had no clue on what I was doing. Guess what they did? They trained me and they taught me the skills that I would need for the job. It's no different in entrepreneurship. It's no different in making money. It's no different in making money online. But how do you learn these skills? You find a mentor. Now, here's the thing about mentors. A lot of people have this whole mentor thing confused. A mentor can be anybody. You don't have to personally know someone for you to consider them a mentor. A lot of people that I've learned from, I consider them mentors. I've never talked to a day in my life, but I've learned a wealth of knowledge from them. Jeff Bezos. I consider Jeff Bezos a mentor of mine. Jeff Bezos has no clue that I exist, but I study this guy. I read the letters to the shareholders. Right up until a few years ago when Jeff Bezos stepped down as the CEO of Amazon, he wrote a letter to the shareholders each and every single year. I read all of those letters. I learned a lot. And from studying Jeff Bezos, I realized that he studied a guy named Sam Walton. If you don't know who Sam Walton is, Sam Walton, he created Walmart. And Jeff Bezos, he even has all the executives at Amazon read Sam Walton's book, Made in America. It's basically Sam Walton's life story. He was on his deathbed. He wrote a book, told his story about everything that he did. And Jeff Bezos basically just built Walmart online. Just think about what Amazon is. Amazon is basically just the Walmart of the internet, right? But I've learned a lot from these 2 gentlemen. I've never met them. I've learned a lot from Rockefeller, right? I've learned a lot from Rockefeller, John D. Rockefeller. I'm not talking about like The Rock, Jay-Z. I've learned a lot from Rockefeller. I've learned a lot from people online, right? Think about this. We're living in the information age. There's so much information easily accessible to us online. There's so much information easily accessible to us on YouTube. I've learned a lot from musicians and rappers and whatnot. Look, one of my first people that I actually credit in my business success is Nipsey Hussle. If you're not familiar with Nipsey Hussle, TMC, the marathon continues. I even have this man's brand tattooed in my skin. I've learned more from Nipsey Hussle than I have my college degree. And I have a college degree in marketing with a professional sales concentration. Guess what? I learned absolutely nothing about marketing and I learned absolutely nothing about sales. But I'm a Nipsey Hussle fan. Listening to Nipsey Hussle's music. I'm watching Nipsey Hussle's demonstration in real time. I'm listening to Nipsey Hussle interviews. And I just started to apply those things to my business. Guess what? They work. Typically, things that work in business work in any type of business, whether that be a snow cone stand or a tire shop or a marketing firm or drop shipping or Shopify, whatever. The principles are always going to be the same. So find someone that has done it, whether that is someone that you actually have access to and can talk to and can get some guidance and tutelage and knowledge from and direction from, or from reading books, watching videos, listening to interviews, and watching other people's demonstrations. Find someone else that has done it and do what they have done, which leads into step number 3. Look, you need to realize that getting rich quick is not a scam. And here's the thing about scam. Scam stands for still confused about money. I have seen a lot of people in my life get rich quick. I have never seen anybody get rich slow. Think about it, have you? Now, the real scam is what I call the 40-40-40 scam. The 40-40-40 scam is this: work 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life to retire off of 40% of your income. Now that sounds like a scam to me. And let's just think with our logical brains, just for a quick second. Let's just think off does this make sense? So you want me to work for at least 40 hours a week for 40 years of my life to retire off of 40% of my income? Well, most people are not able to live the life that they want to live now off of 100% of their income. So how the fuck do you expect me to be able to live the life that I desire to live off of 60% less? It doesn't make any sense. So guess who put all that stuff in our head about getting rich quick is a scam? Whoever they are, where all of this 40-40-40 stuff really benefits. They use us to build their wealth over time. This doesn't benefit us. All this right here, for all those hard workers, if you haven't realized by now, hard work don't pay. Just look around. I've seen people working hard my entire life that have been broke my entire life. They pride themselves on working hard. Now, here's the thing about this. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, but it is simple. And a lot of people, when I say this simple thing, they think that I'm saying that it's easy. No. The concepts, the principles, and these steps that you need to follow, they're very, very, very simple to implement. But over 90% of people won't implement and do the simple things. That's why over 90% of people don't get results. And that's why there is a 1%, because they do the simple things the right way consistently when most people just refuse to do them. And this is where I will say things can get easy. It's easy to get into the 1% because 99% of people aren't even attempting to do it. They're just living in a dream world, just thinking if they just continue to keep working hard, their life is going to change for them. There's really not that much competition out there. So this is what you need to understand about success. Typically, success does not happen linearly. So this is linear growth. Most people, they think that it's a constant progressive growth like this, right? This is linear growth. Typically, success has an exponential growth curve. So this is an exponential growth curve. You see how it kind of looks stagnant and then it just shoots up? If you study success, typically this is how it happens for people. But most people, they quit in this range right here because it looks like they're not getting progress, or it looks like things aren't happening for them in the time frame that they want to. So they never get to have this exponential growth right here. Stay down till you come up. And in this range here, stay working on yourself, stay acquiring new skills, stay working on your mindset and your personal development so you will be ready to hit this exponential growth curve right here. Now, step number 4. Let me change this back to black. Step number 4, you need to be comfortable in your desire to have more money. We have been conditioned to think that rich people are evil. Look, I'm a real big comic book movie person. I watch cartoons. I'm into all this stuff. Look, my Iron Man helmet right here. It's like the coolest thing ever. Look at this. Hey, Jarvis, open the mask. Hey, Jarvis, close the mask. It's so dope, right? But typically in the superhero movie or the cartoon, who is the bad guy? It's usually some rich evil dude, or it's always some rich person that wants to use their money to do something evil to the people. And even the rich superheroes like Iron Man and Bruce Wayne, they have to turn them into dickwads and assholes and jerks, or they have to do something super tragic to them, like their parents got to get killed, like Tony Stark's parents got murdered. Bruce Wayne's parents got murdered. It's like you have to have the suffering with your money for being rich, and now you go and help people because you've suffered, you rich person, you. Every TV show is always the rich evil people doing bad, terrible things. And then people end up despising rich people, but then they say that they want to be rich. Well, listen to this. You can never become what you despise. It doesn't work like that. You'll never get on the right frequency and the right vibration to attract that. You're always just going to shun it. You're always going to wave it away because you despise it. Plus, even just logically, that doesn't even make sense to me. Most people hate rich people, but they want more money and their dream is to be rich one day. And I'm like, why do you want to be the people that you hate? It makes absolutely no sense. So there's somebody that comes to mind right now, somebody that I dearly love. Every time that I go into their house, they have a chalkboard up and it talks about everything that money is not. They have it up, they say money doesn't buy happiness, money can't buy you health, money isn't this, money isn't that, money isn't everything, money isn't blah, 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 blah. But all this dude talks about is how he wants more money. And I'm like, yo, you realize that you're never going to make more money because everything that you say and think and believe about money is negative. So how are you going to get more of it into your life when you think negatively of it? It's never going to happen for you, bruh. So be okay in your desire for it. It's not a bad thing. It's not an evil thing. It can change things for you in a positive manner if you choose and decide to do something positive with it. But most importantly, it can buy you freedom. Because if you ain't realized by now, freedom ain't free. You got to pay for it, and it takes money to do that. And another thing too, with these people that want more money, but they despise and think that everything's a scam, and they just call out everything, these weirdos out here. I didn't realize this until I started making content. You know, there are people that just sit there all day and they watch business content after business content after business content. They watch how to make money video after how to make money video after how to make money video. And all that they do all day is sit in the comments and call every single thing a scam and say, well, this sounds fishy. And well, if he was doing this, then they wouldn't be doing that. I'm like, if you want to make money and you want to grow a business, why do you watch business videos, and every single video that you watch, you leave a negative comment talking about how the stuff doesn't work? What is wrong with these weirdos? It just doesn't make sense to me to say that I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to grow a business, I want to make money online. So let me go watch entrepreneurship videos and how to grow business videos and how to make money online videos, just so I can go in the comments on every video and call everything a scam and say it sounds too good to be true and say, well, if it was this easy, then everybody would be doing it. And well, I think it's this. You ain't never done shit. Shut up. You telling people that have done it and are speaking from their experience on what has worked for them and how they have helped others, so they have a proof of concept of the stuff working. You're gonna say, well, I think you could do this. Shut up and go do it then. If you think it works so good, then go work it and get out of people's comments. Just, this sounds a little fishy. This sounds a little fishy. Well, yeah, if it sounds fishy, the fish on this side's branzino. It ain't no sardines. It ain't that canned tuna. Branzino. But going into step 5, once you're okay with your desire to actually have some money, you have to understand what money actually is. Majority of people don't understand what money is. Therefore, they can never acquire or create more money for themselves because they don't even know what it is. And money is simply just a symbol that value has been exchanged. Let me say this again because this is important. Money is simply just a symbol that value has been exchanged. Just think about this. Every single thing that you spend any of your dollars on, what do you get back in exchange? You get back something in exchange of value. And typically, value is a solution to a problem. And people typically spend money on solutions that they feel is more valuable than their money that they have. So if I go and buy a bag of movie theater popcorn from Trader Joe's for $3, I buy that bag of delicious movie theater popcorn from Trader Joe's for $3 because I believe that the popcorn is more valuable than the $3. So a rule of thumb that I've always used in business has worked out great for me. I sell $10 bills for $1. It's a great deal. Like, who wouldn't want to take that? Like, hey, got this $10 bill right here. Who wants to buy it? It only costs $1. It's gonna sell like hotcakes because the value is perceived to be more than their $1. So they would gladly exchange the $1 for something that they perceive to be worth 10. So how do you come up with these great value propositions to where it's like a no-brainer for somebody to buy your stuff? Like I said, we focus on coming up with solutions, which are simply solutions to what? Problems. So we have to focus in on someone else's problems, because as an entrepreneur, you are simply just a professional problem solver. That's it. We come up with a solution to somebody else's problem. And the great thing about this is when you focus on becoming a problem solver, you will always be able to be paid, because why? Every problem comes with a solution, right? If it didn't have a solution, it wouldn't be a problem. It would just be what it is, right? But every solution is going to come with more problems that you can then come up with another solution for. That's just the way of the world. Every problem comes with a solution, but every solution is going to come with more problems. So even if I just use the movie theater popcorn from Trader Joe's as an example, it solves a problem for me. I want a snack to sit down and watch reruns of The Office, right? But now it's all salty. I need something to drink. That's a new problem. And Trader Joe's has drinks for me. That's a new solution. All right, just think about it. Every single thing that you buy, I buy an iPhone. It solved the problem for me. As soon as I buy that iPhone, I have new problems that I need solutions for. Now I need a charger. I need AirPods. I need a case. Right, just giving you a quick example of how every single problem comes with a solution, but that solution is always going to come with more problems. So that's why as an entrepreneur, you need to always be working on your skill set, acquiring new skills, your personal development, and your mindset, so you can always stay ahead of your customer towards when they do come in the rut in the road with these, you can now come with a new solution to their problem. But here's the thing, for you to grow in your business, you cannot solve everyone's problem. That's what most people are feeling. They're just trying to help everybody. They're trying to solve everybody's problem. No. So step number 6, you need to pick a niche. You've probably heard this before. You need to pick a niche, but the way that people are picking niches is totally wrong. They're doing it the wrong way. They're being extremely too general. Look, when you're picking your niche, you do not need to be general. You need to be specific. Your niche needs to be a specific group of people. Generalists don't get paid. Specialists get paid. So even just looking at the workforce as an example, I'll just use a doctor as an example. Who gets paid the most? Your general family practitioner or the person who does a very specific brain surgery? That brain surgeon gets paid way more because they are a specialist. You don't want to be a generalist. So when people are out here picking niches, they'll typically pick one of the main 3. Like the biggest money-making niches are health, wealth, relationships, right? Health, wealth, relationships. These are like the big 3. And pretty much anything that you can think of, if you really get to the root of it, it fits into one of these 3. Or I add a bonus 4, which don't get in it because it's so hard to make money and just entertaining people. But entertainment, right? It comes down to really one of these 4, but these are the big 3. So somebody, they'll just pick health. Well, health is very general. You want to be specific. My niche may be talking to pregnant women to give them prenatal health tips, right? You see how that's more specific than just like, oh, I want everybody to be healthy. And here's a good way that you can pick your niche. It typically comes down to 4 things, right? If you can get these 4 things down, you can actually make money doing something that you enjoy day to day instead of just doing something for the sake of making money. I'm telling you from past experience, you don't want to build a business to where you're just making money for the sake of making money, because you're going to end up putting yourself in a big box, and then you're going to feel like you can't get out of the box because the box is making you money. And then you're going to realize and come to the realization that you're no different from everybody that's out here working a 9-to-5 job, because most people that are working their jobs are only doing it to make money. And building a business where you're only doing it to make money, you don't enjoy it, it fucking sucks, trust me. But a good way to pick your niche, it needs to have a mixture of these. Something that you love, something that you're good at, something that you can get paid for, and something that the world needs. Or when I say the world, just think of what the people need, right? And then in this area here, where they all intersect, that's your niche. Now, I'll give you a real deep dive on how you can really find your niche of one at the end of this video. But I want to get into step 7 because I really want to go deep on this. So step 7, now that you've realized that you need to pick your niche, and remember that niche, that specific group of people, not a general group of people. Now, remember, we're in the problem solving business. You need to isolate a problem. And you need to isolate a problem where? Within that actual niche. All that you need to do is solve one problem for one person. And that one person that you're going to be solving a problem for, which is step 8, your one person is going to be an avatar. Your avatar, this is going to be your target customer profile. This is not plural. Remember, we're not trying to help everybody. We're not trying to build businesses off of selling stuff to everybody. If we can solve one problem for one avatar with one source of traffic, you can scale that to a high 6 and 7-figure level. I know for a fact that you can scale that to an 8-figure level, but I don't speak from theory. I only talk from experience. I only talk from things that I've actually done. And I haven't made over $10 million in my business yet, but I'm telling you, you can get to a high 6-figure, you can get to a 7-figure level just with one solution, solving one avatar's problem with one source of traffic. That's it. Don't complicate this stuff. Keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Here's the thing. Simple scales and fancy fails. So we need to get very specific on building out a very detailed avatar profile so we know who it is that we're actually speaking to, and we know who it is that we're actually talking to, and we know who it is that we're actually helping, so we know what products to create to help this actual person to deliver our solution to them. And here's the thing about an avatar, and this is why it's so powerful. Look, this is a niche. Just imagine all these dots are people within a niche, right? It can get hard to be seen, but when you build out an avatar profile, you identify one person within that niche. And here's the thing, you'll be shocked to find out how many more people fit this avatar profile out there. And then once you've built your avatar profile within your actual niche, which goes to step 9, you need to determine what vehicle that you are going to create to deliver your solution to your avatar. So look, and I really need you to understand this because a lot of people are getting this messed up and they really got it confused out here. Most people are thinking what they're selling is the vehicle when they're selling the solution. The vehicle is simply how are we going to deliver our solution to our avatar. So online, right? Let's say that I have a weight loss product that's going to help someone lose 10 pounds within the next 10 days. My vehicle for this could be an ebook, for example. My vehicle for this could be a course. My vehicle for this could be a membership, right? My vehicle for this could be so many different things, but that's not what I'm selling. I'm selling the solution, but my vehicle is how I'm going to deliver the solution. And I'm a big fan of digital products because it's very easy to just deliver something to someone online, whether that be through an ebook, whether that be through a course, whether that be through a membership, whether that be through some type of online mentorship, online mastermind, whatever it is. You package up your intellectual property, you package up your solution to your avatar's problem in a digital product as the vehicle, you get numbers coming in online in your business like all them that you see on the screen right now. So if you're ready to make more working less online from stuff that you already know, click the link down in the description and join the Accredited at the Top community. For weekly coaching for myself, all of my exclusive trainings, plus a private community of entrepreneurs, all designed to grow your business online. It's only $47 a month to join right now. That's less than a cup of coffee per day. So click the link down in the description and tap in, and I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. But I'm telling you, this is very simple. In business, it's very simple. But I don't want to say easy because what's easy to do is also easy to not do. Just like if somebody, for example, wanted to lose those 10 pounds in 10 days, as I use as an example of a solution to a problem, right? It's very simple for them to get out the bed, move more, eat less, drink more water. It's very simple, but that's very hard for most people to do. So that's why I say these 9 things that you need to do. I won't call them easy. but they're very, very simple. But what's easy to do is also easy to not do. If you decide to do them, you will find success fairly quickly. If you decide to not do them, you're going to think that everything is hard and nothing's working for you. This stuff works if you decide to work it. So go ahead and click the link down in the description if you want to tap into the community, and I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. Like I said earlier in the video, I wanted to give you a real deep dive on how you can choose your niche of one. Check out this video right here. It's crowded at the top.